Hello YouTube world, Mac Daddy 1911A1 here with the Shade Tree Survivalist. Going to do an update video on the little ATI Titan. We were out shooting it the other day and I put up some video of it. Okay, long story short, the original Extractor, the metal was either not the correct type of metal, it had not been heat treated correctly, something, but it would not retain the tension once you set it. Now remember, I got the Wygan Extractor tensioning tool, as well as the little gauge pieces you had to have, and a trigger pull gauge to be able to get an accurate measurement of the tension that it was applying to the base of a cartridge. Okay, and the little gauges, there's a 9mm/40 as well as a 45 ACP, which I purchased, and I used, of course, the 45 ACP and to set the tension. And it just, you get about 2 mags into it and it would start doing the same damn thing over again. It would not extract. So we, I mean, there was nothing else I could do. So what I wound up doing is going and purchasing a new Extractor for a Series 70 45 ACP bulletproof color blue from Wilson Combat. The part number is 415-70. Went into the gun. It was very, very tight. Very tight. Had to do some sanding on it and so forth. Polishing and sanding and polishing, and got it to fit it in the extractor tunnel fine. But then when I put in the firing pin stop at the back, it was putting so much tension on it that it would actually prevent the firing pin from floating in and out through its little hole, and you could fire it but it would stay out, and you don't want that. You don't want that. If you were to do that, it would go full auto, okay, because the firing pin would be, and it also would possibly fire before the gun was locked up, which could destroy the gun. That is not a good idea. We do not want that. It must float freely. So, of course, we did not try to shoot it or anything while that was going on. We just kept slowly working it. Instead of trying to show you guys, you can go to, right here on YouTube, go Wilson Combat. That is the name of the channel. And punch in Extractor tuning. And they've got some really good videos on how to adjust and tune your extractor, as well as to fit it to your gun if you purchase one. So that was a great video series, very helpful. But that's what I got. I love my Wilson Combat parts. Now let's talk about its reliability. After that, the only thing I've had, I ran it dry the other day. I mean, I had not cleaned it since the previous shoot, and I didn't grease this one. So it was a little dry, and they had a few times where the slide had to be pushed back forward just a little bit. You got that huge, long inner and outer rail system that the slide rides on the frame, so it would just putting it all the way back forward. I ordered up today, and I mean it's really, really, I mean, very, very slick now. Works really good. Let's talk about the magazine. It came with an ACT mag. I guess you can read that at the bottom of the magazine. High quality mag, no issues whatsoever with it. It holds 7, which is nice, and it has a little floor plate. Fits really good. It looks nice. But it also will run on a Colt mag, and of course you've got some sticking out, which has parallel wad cutter lips, okay, and it will run on the 47D Wilson Combat, also having a little sticking out. Both of these are 8-round magazines, so you have the standard one that comes with it, 7. Make sure we empty. And you have the 8-round Wilsons, and they run flawless. And I don't know if I've tried it or not, but it's snappy, and as strong as the springs are in that little tiny slide, I wouldn't be surprised if it'd run off the freaking 10-round Chip McCormick's that I have, the Power Mags. But once we got the extractor fit correctly, then we went in and tensioned it correctly with the Wygan tool and the gauges and the trigger pull gauge. I haven't had any issues whatsoever, other than, like I said, if the slide to frame interface is dry, it will slow it down enough that it will not go all the way in the battery. Pop a couple of drops of oil on it, she gonna Cadillac, baby. But yeah, it's been a good little gun, shoots good, but it does shoot low, and just like with the Colt, it has the Novak style rear sight, and it's non-adjustable other than windage left to right, and it shoots like a laser beam as far as straight on. The trigger's a little heavy, but not bad. But I mean, it's just a good little gun. It's just a good little gun. I was very surprised. One other thing, I don't know if I had mentioned this yet or not, but the spring and the guide rod system in the front, it's inner and outer guide rod, inner and outer recoil spring, and they also is a reverse plug. Okay, all that was replaced with Kimber parts, brand new Kimber parts. Uncle Fester did that before I got the gun. He said he'd had a problem with the tang safety not doing correctly, but here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. You got to get it straight in line with the long bones of your arm. Okay? If it's turned in your hand, either way, you may not be able to grip it just right. It has a speed bump. And this is the thing. If that becomes an issue, you can always either clip it. They make clips to hold them in. And this is my recommendation, you can always replace it. But you also have to fit that part to the gun. Okay? But you can replace it with one with a little bit bigger speed bump on it if that's ever an issue. It's very smooth shooting. It is more gentle, and of course it's a heavier gun, but it's a whole lot more gentle. The recoil impulse is a lot less snappy than Chemo's M&P 40 series, her little Colt, or little compact model. That thing, we were shooting it the other day with our box. It was like in the medium range of the reloading data, and we were shooting it, and it was very snappy. I mean, it was really pounding the snot out of my hands. And Kim, she got out there, she shot it a few times, and she just I don't like it anymore. She shot this one, same thing. She didn't like how snappy it was, but she'll shoot the freaking Colt. No problem. The range officer, no problem. So who knows? We might end up buying her all steel 1911 for us. I would. But yeah, it's a good little gun for the money. It's still a cheap gun, and if you have problems with it, don't go get rid of it. Figure out, obtain the resources and the tools, and just go ahead and drop you some high quality parts in it. Okay. And as time goes by, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end up with the higher quality hammer and sear interface. Probably gonna end up putting a shorter trigger in it, which I don't know. It looks like a long, but I think that's actually a medium trigger in the thing. I've got to where I can handle it really good. And all the springs, I end up putting an entire Wilson Combat spring kit in it. New firing pin, things of that nature. Things that you don't want to fail. You do not want it to fail. So far I like it. It's been a good little gun. I actually started carrying it a lot. And this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. It's a 1911. It's a smaller 1911, but it's all the controls in the same place. I'm familiar with it. The mags work regardless of what size we're dealing with here. I had read that the timing is so much faster, that the release point is different, but so is a wad cutter. You have to have it. It has to nose up a little sooner in order to feed correctly, because the wad cutter is a lead bullet. So the parallel feed lips of the Wilson Combats and so forth, I think these are considered the modified. But now that I think about it, maybe I'm incorrect, but they are the parallel feed lips. I have no issues whatsoever with any of the mags I've tried out of it. And, the gospel had always said that that's wrong. and these type of mags will not. But I think it was talking about the 1947 modified GI lips and the original GI, which were like a wedge like that, as illustrated in the 100-year-old Colt magazine restored video that I put up. But anywho, I've rambled on for 10 minutes, 20 seconds. It's a little bit of a long video, but I haven't been putting up many videos. I just haven't felt like it, you know. A lot been going on. My brother passing away. Fester's got his own issues and work. Just haven't forgot about the giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all think I'm full of it, and I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. Money's just, But anywho, we'll get around to it when the money will allow. Y'all take care. Thank you very much for watching. If you do buy an FX Titan, it's a good gun. Don't waste your time on replacement parts. Okay, just get you some Wilson or some other high-end, really good. I paid $30-something for that. It's worth every damn penny. But anywho, thank you very much. Y'all be good. Take care.